We try to come up with a simple model that people can access at any time when they feel stuck. And what's going on is that a lot of these things that scan represents are hidden influences. There's something that if we don't stop or pause and pay attention to them and raise them up, then you're just going to keep getting stuck in the same old pattern. So this is a tool called SCAN. The SCAN stands for S, structures, C, context, A, assumptions, N, needs. And one side of the model of SCAN, and these are basically all channels you can, like you said, dive into and figure out what might be keeping me stuck. These are things that we just naturally do day to day, and we have to, again, dive in and raise them up. So on the left side of the model, you have the the S and the A, the structures and the assumptions. And those are things that hold things in place. So it's good to say, well, do I want things to be held into place, and what should remain as is, and what should we lift up and ask ourselves, is this working for us anymore? A structure might be a compensation system, and we've always had this way of being compensated, but is it holding behaviors in place that no longer serve us? So let's raise up the structures and see if we want to keep them or shake them up and change them, because this is what's holding us here. Assumptions are our beliefs and what's down in the core of how we think and operate from a perspective. So how do we raise those up and say, is that assumption even right or serving me? And do I want to change that? On the right side of SCAN, we have context and needs. And that is what stimulates change. So sometimes that can be a threat and, ooh, don't move my cheese, don't change anything. But other times it's like, let's look at the context and lift our heads up and see what's changing out there. Technology, social trends, what's going to disrupt us. And if we're not paying attention to that, then that can get in the way when we aren't ready for it. And if we pay attention to it, we can get ahead of things. So that's the context. And then the needs is really, what are the unexpressed needs going on for humans, for people that are motivating things? And how do we go underneath, not what they say they want, but what really those underlying needs are that we might not be paying attention to or hearing because they're hidden. So it's about raising up what's hidden and then having these different channels and making choices. And SCAN's kind of an easy way to say, let's do a scan when I feel stuck and see if any of these channels open up a new insight or opportunity that I can move in.